Hi everybody. I'm sitting in Gir in Mongolia, officially at the Embassy of Mongolia with Excellency. Hello sir.
Good afternoon or good morning.
Good morning. So sir, why don't you tell us about the things you would want to focus, from the tourism aspect for 2025?
Thank you. First of all, I'm happy to be invited by the Travel Jingles, and it is always my pleasure to work with the Travel Jingles. Starting from the very first day I came to India, your late father, we got connected. So in terms of 2025, it's a special year for us because this year we are commemorating 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mongolia and India. And I personally believe that this will give us a very good opportunity to bring Mongolia to India as well, India to Mongolia. Since we have long history between our two countries and our people have respect each other, they know about each other many things, and that's why we call each other spiritual neighbors. In case of 2025, first of all, I'm happy to announce that at the third quarter of this year, we're going to start a direct flight between Ulaanbaatar and Delhi. Hope this will give a boost to our not only economic operation but as well as the people-to-people relations as well as tourism.
Wow.
In terms of what we are focusing on in this year is that uh, we believe that Mongolia can offer a lot to Indian tourists, especially people who love nature, who want to be in direct contact with the nature, because Mongolia by itself, as most of you probably know, that by territory we half of India, but by population we only 3.5 million, and more than half of them lives in the capital city, which gives us huge territory untapped. So people who want to just go relax, get a direct contact with the nature, have fun with the nature, stay with the nature, spend a few calm, uninterrupted time with the nature. Mongolia is the destination.
Nice. So all the nature lovers must plan since the flights will be starting soon. And sir, why don't you tell us about the culture of the country?
Of course, the Mongolia is purely nomadic country. Our tradition, custom, history, everything related to this nomadic culture, we call nomadic civilization. So, because of that, for example, this gear is built due to nomadic, the livelihood, and it can easily assemble and disassemble it within 20-30 minutes because the Mongolian family usually moves around the year, all around the year, following the livestock. So this gives us a specific, the cultural aspect, and because we are purely nomadic people, our custom, the culinary, the tradition, religion, everything related to the nomadism, and of course the Mongolian Buddhism as it is, strongly has a connection with the Mongolian shamanism and worship in the sky and the fire. And of course that our dress, Mongolian dress, starting with the dress, as well as the Mongolian traditional music instrument called modern horror, which is a horse-headed fiddle. It's all related to our culture, nomadic culture. So there are many things I can say, beautiful things about my country, but as Mongolia we have said, it's better to see once than hear a million times. So I would like invite our Indian friends to go to Mongolia, explore Mongolia, discover. You can find beautiful natures like western side. It is the high snow-peaked mountains with the glaciers, with the high altitude lakes. Northern part we have the southern corner of the Russian taiga, which is the forest, where you can find the reindeer community isolated, living the tribes. So you can spend there with them weeks, months, totally pure experience. And of course, eastern corner we have this valley called the Green Valley, goes to 1,000 kilometers. Just green, no hills higher than
Wow.
1 meter. So you drive in that whole day, see only wild animals, no human beings, and of course, you feel that like you're driving within the green ocean. And in the nighttime, there will be Milky Way all the way from one horizon to horizon, and you will see the million stars. And of course, in the southern part of Mongolia is one of the biggest deserts in the world, Gobi Desert.
Gobi
So
Desert.
you find the mixture of the small grassland oases with the sand dunes, and of course you will find two humped camels, Bactrian camels. So this is the overall, short description of Mongolia, and I'm quite sure that we can offer a lot of unique experience to everybody who come to Mongolia. You can witness the eagle hunting as well as you can ride the reindeer, two-humped camel, horses. So the Mongolian horses are one of the strongest in the world. If you recall back to history in 13th century, thanks to Mongolian horses, Genghis Khan invaded and conquered more than half of the world, and still is the biggest, the empire in the world on the dry land. And of course, if you recall another one, I mean, feel back to the history. If you go to back history, many of the so big called so big empires, they usually conquer the countries which are less stronger they are, not that strong. For example, British, they conquered the world thanks to the gunpowder, while they're fighting with the countries like the Indians who has only arrows. So while the Mongolians in 13th century, we conquered the countries who were stronger than us. So thanks to our, as I said, strong horses as well as the mentality, nomadic mentality. So this is the one thing, maybe a reason to visit Mongolia again. Thank you.
I think it was quite informative. Thank you so much. And I'm sure people are soon planning their visit to Mongolia.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you
sir.
for having me.
Thank
It's
you.
my pleasure.